somebody going to say action?
Action!
Okay. All right, we got our action.
Waiting.
Yes, we've got a team. What are we making?
Pizza crust.
Pizza!
Vegan. Oh, yeah, it's vegan, but it's also gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
And it doesn't taste like cardboard.
Whoa, now that's something
I know.
different.
Non-cardboard, gluten-free pizza crust.
Pizza crust. So what is it, cauliflower? That's
Ew,
about the one.
that-
Potato?
No.
I have a good potato one.
No.
Yeah.
This is, no. This is like, where you still, how, okay, those of you who are gluten-free, you know what I'm talking about. You miss that chewy crust that, once you're done with that part of the pizza, you had like the crust left over that you could dip in the extra sauce. But with the gluten-free pizza discs that they sell that are frozen, that taste like cardboard, there's no like extra crust that's like poofy and
Okay.
yummy. So
Yeah, I can tell you get very emotional with your food. That's good. This is good for you.
well, you miss those types of things because
Yeah.
we all have eating comfort things, and when those comfort yumminess items get taken away from us, we feel there's a void. There's a void.
All right, Jennifer, this is going to be an interesting one for me. I've got an ingredient list, though.
Well, that's good.
So, because I know a lot of people really want gluten-free, and so we're actually going to share with you the exact recipe here.
Exact recipe.
1/2 cup of brown rice flour. Wouldn't that be boring?
But you got okay. So we're gonna do this one though, and we're not gonna be doing that.
Okay, so you're doing it yeast-free too.
We're doing yes. So
there's a lot of people that are allergic to yeast and
yes,
everything.
my mother-in-law. So we stayed with my mother-in-law for a while,
Wow.
and she couldn't handle the yeast. The yeast smell, nothing. You couldn't
Okay.
even toast in the house. So
Okay.
I wanted pizza, so we had to have a yeast-free.
So we have 1/2 cup of brown rice flour, 1/2 cup of sorghum flour, which is easy to find.
Mm-hmm.
You got 1/2 cup of tapioca starch, 1/4 cup of quinoa flour, and that's what we have here. And then here we go with
or flakes.
a tablespoon of sugar,
Yeah.
a teaspoon of baking powder.
But if you're doing yeast-free, you want to increase it to a tablespoon.
Okay, so we've got a tablespoon of baking powder.
Yes.
And then a teaspoon of xanthan gum.
Yep.
3/4 teaspoon of sea salt.
Yep.
And then we've got our 1/2 cup of warm water and 1/2 cup of soy milk. That's in the same one here.
Yes, but we're using almond milk. But you can use any
And,
grain-free grain-free.
And a little bit of olive oil, and the rest is all toppings and things, huh?
You could use any dairy-free milk. I said grain-free.
Grain-free?
You could use any grain-free milk.
Yeah. Dairy-free.
Dairy-free.
Dairy-free. Okay.
Dairy-free.
They won't edit that out either, by the way. They just don't. Yeah, we give you
There are
warts
grain
and all.
milks. There are grain milks. There's oat milk now, and there's.
Yeah. Cashew milk and
Have you ever tried making oat
coconut
milk?
milk. No.
It's really gummy and slimy.
Yeah.
I tried it once, and
I've got a machine to make soy milk, though. So
Oh.
put the
yeah.
soybeans in there, and
Yeah.
it's done.
No, yeah.
Okay, so what do we do?
Okay, so we want to put all the dry ingredients in one bowl.
Okay. Well, that's easy
And then
enough.
I'm just going to add the olive oil to the milk.
I'm surprised you have some oats over here too.
I did. So instead of using the quinoa flakes or flour or whatever, I used quick oats. You can use any kind of flakes or oats. But some people, they can't eat oats, even gluten-free oats. So I can, because I don't have a problem with that. Or at least I haven't developed a problem with that.
That's not on the recipe sheet here.
It is.
Is it?
Quinoa flour or flakes.
Oh, so you're using...
Oat flakes. So you could use oat flour or flakes if
Okay,
you can
I got
tolerate
you.
oats.
I got you.
Yep.
Okay.
I just did it to confuse you.
You did.
I did.
I
mean,
pay attention, though. I pay attention.
Yeah.
So a little bit of
tried.
sweetener. I use the natural sugar. And boom, boom, boom. There we go. Oh, you give me the tough job here.
Sure, why not? Then you can breathe in any. This.
Gluten-free.
Yeah, gluten-free flour dust.
I've
Yum.
never had a gluten-free pizza dough other than, vegetables.
Have you had like the cardboard discs?
No.
I mean they're okay when you want pizza that bad. They're okay. Okay, so we're gonna add this, and then we're gonna mix that. But
With this?
we're gonna add an extra half a cup of liquid. So if you were doing a yeast version of this, you would want to put the yeast in
Let it ride.
with the milk and let it
Foam.
poof up a little bit, and then that's all the liquid you use. But since we're doing a yeast-free version, we're going to do an extra half a cup of liquid.
Okay. Do you want it with a whip or with a...
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
No.
Okay.
It depends on how you want, how you want to clean it when you're done.
Now you tell me.
So the consistency you want is a little bit thicker than muffin batter. And gluten-free stuff is a little weird because it starts to do that. It clumps together, and then you have like...
You'd actually think this is too thin for pizza dough.
No, you would.
And you're going to add more water to it, okay? All right.
Yeah, just looking at that, you're like, that is not a pizza dough.
No. And she's going to add more water to it. It's a little bumpy, but that's just the oats.
Yeah, that's just the oats. If you use oat flour,
I was going to say,
bumpy.
can you use oat flour? Yeah.
Yeah, yep. You can use oat flour. You can use. I think you probably want to stick to a grain type flour versus like almond flour, or coconut flour, or something like that. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Now we're actually going to let this set for 5 minutes. So what should we talk about?
Hey, how about that game last night? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How about the weather? Everybody talks about the weather.
Oh.
No.
Well, it did get up to like 50 yesterday.
Yeah, middle of summer.
In February.
Yeah.
I mean, in Michigan of all places.
So really, we can just let this rest and
Yep.
come back 5 minutes later and keep
Yep.
working on it.
Yep.
We'll get that little fast forward thing. The camera guys like to do that.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's a little
Okay.
bit of oil left.
We're in.
So after about 5 minutes, the oats kind of soak up some of the moisture, but it's still, you see, it's still kind of like runny.
Very wet, yeah.
Very wet. But you know what? That's gluten-free for you.
Okay.
And we want it that way.
So is it that way on a lot of the gluten-free breads and recipes and stuff?
It kind of is. Like when I make, I have a really good gluten-free millet bread. It's really, really good. And the dough is similar to this, maybe just a slightly bit thicker, and you actually have to like mold. Once you put it in the bread pan, you have to like mold the dome. Like if you want it to have a dome, you have to like make it look like it has a dome, otherwise it's just gonna be flat.
Okay, neat.
So next up, we're gonna put all that into here.
Oh, okay, we're gonna let this thing like go in the fridge overnight.
No.
No?
So this is where we're gonna do some cake decorating skills at the same time.
Okay, so I want to get that right in the middle, huh?
Yep.
Cake decorating skills. Are you gonna
Some
pipe this?
I'm gonna pipe it. I know.
Interesting.
You're like, what? So by piping it, it helps to get that nice, fluffy, chewy crust that you miss
I'm
so
trying
much.
to be very careful on this.
You are being very careful. Usually I'm just like, just plop it all in and
Okay, that should do, huh?
yeah. All right.
Ta-da!
All right, so you put it all in the dough in here and you just kind of squeeze out the air.
Okay.
And then you take your handy dandy scissors. Now I put parchment paper on the pan because, I mean, you can just, spray it, but I don't know. I like parchment paper because then I can just pick it right up.
Yep, that's what we use nowadays.
All right, so we're gonna cut the corner of the bag. About that much. That's a pretty big hole. Yeah, it's about, I don't know, inch or so. Now I'm going to try to make sure I get all my dough in one place first. Because once you start piping it, it's piped. All right, so first I'm going to do the edges.
I'm standing back. Go for it.
So first you want to do the edges. Oh, my parchment paper is moving on me.
You're making a square pizza today.
I am, just because we have a square pan. I couldn't find a round pan anywhere.
Probably not. I've got them upstairs.
All right, so there's your crust. And you're like, okay, now what? Well, now you're going to do the base. Like, what? All right, there's your base.
It's one amazing pizza you have here.
All right, so I could have made the edges a little bit bigger, but I wasn't sure.
You could add to it, or no?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. So this side's going to be extra fluffy.
Yeah, we can experiment here. In fact, mostly in our kitchen, we do a lot of experimenting.
We do too. I have four guinea pigs.
You know, on recordings, we'll show them 2 or 3 different ways to do something.
Now, it's okay to pipe it over it because there's a reason why it's okay. So.
Okay, got it?
Yeah, we got all that done. Oh, silly me. There was a
need?
bowl right here that had water in it, and I took it away when we were cleaning up. So I need to dip my hands.
There's water there.
Should I just use this
Yeah,
water?
that's what it's for.
So we are not going to use this water for anything else.
Just drinking. Yeah, you're okay.
So you want to get your hands wet?
Just another edit that I can have fun with.
Now, this is what you're going to smooth out. So you want to make sure your hands are good and wet, because it's okay if this is wet, because it's going to bake. And this is the part that is the bottom of your crust.
So you're baking this, and then you're going to have a crust that later on you can put into
exactly
whatever you want to do.
Yes, and you can make these ahead of time and put them in your freezer.
Yeah.
And they're not going to be like hockey pucks.
Okay. So you're creating a pizza dough crust here.
I am.
Like you get in a refrigerator already pre-made, and
yeah, so that you find that in the aisle where it's already pre-made, and you're like, how old is that, and when was it made? Type
my
of crust.
brain would take this one step farther and say, can we add some different flavorings to it?
Different
and
herbs?
make focaccia breads.
Yes. Yes.
You're going to go home and create those recipes now, right?
I am.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And you can even get pretty with them. I don't know if you've ever seen some of those focaccia breads that, like they make them look like a picture, where it's like flowers, like, the herbs are going up, and they have flower looking thingies and fancy and.
Sure. Yeah, making a work of art.
Yeah. So one thing with this dough is however you shape it, that's what it's going to look like.
This is funny, because nobody would ever think that this could be a pizza dough.
Pizza dough.
So it is sticky. Look how sticky it is.
Oh yeah, no, it's.
So if you don't have the water on there.
Yeah, no, it's. So okay, so you see how this looks kind of eh.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't like the way it looks, you just shape it.
Just reshape it.
Yeah, exactly. You just want it to look. If you want it to look pretty and rounded and even.
Stuffed crust might be a little difficulty, but if you really challenged yourself, you could put the cheese in and then put another layer of the dough over the top.
Absolutely.
And people would be like, you got to be kidding me. You
I know, stuffed crust, gluten-free, vegan pizza? No way.
Yeast-free, too.
I know, right?
But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
If you order today, we'll throw in
something free.
Yeah.
I know some of you might be like, wow, that's a lot of water she's putting on there. It's going to soak it up. Trust me.
Looks good.
All right. And then we bake this, and then this outer part will be nice and poofy, and then this will be flat and ready for your pizza.
Yeah,
now,
cut the vision. And I'm sure on the recipe it says here, 425 degrees, that's what the oven's on.
Yep.
And you've got 1820 minutes is what it says here. 1,820 minutes.
Yeah, it should be good and done by then.
That's kind of a long time, though, isn't it?
Well, it's gluten-free.
So 18 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
What are you going to be looking for when it comes out?
That
it's
it's
be wet in the
not
middle,
like
or-
this.
Yeah, duh, duh. Yeah.
Can you pass me a fork, please?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to poke holes in it. Now, you know how
Like a regular pizza? All right.
Well,
Love it.
I mean, it just gives it that aesthetic, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You know how like when you're making pie
Real
crust-
pizza in the ovens, if it starts to bubble, they have a fork about this long. It's a little fork on a handle, and they'll stick it in there and just
That's
tap on
right.
it. Other ones will actually have a little machine that they roll
Mm-hmm.
right over the pizza, so they don't have to go in there and do that to the
Yep.
pizzas in the oven.
Yep. Now you don't have to do this,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. Maybe it's out of force of habit because we do when my boys want pizza. Sometimes I don't always have the dough ready, and I don't always have the yeast. I don't want to go through all that. So we do baking powder crusts, but we do it with unbleached flour or
Oh,
whole
okay.
wheat pastry flour
Gotcha.
or something like that, and we'll poke it. But it's very similar to this, except for it's not so runny.
Yeah, and this would be the same concept whether you use the baking powder or the yeast.
No, the yeast one's a little bit different.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah,
but
the
this
yeast,
is
the
yeast
yeast
version.
one's a little bit drier, and it's more like a dough, and you roll it out.
So you
But
like this one better,
But it
actually,
doesn't.
huh?
Well, yeah, because you can't get the poofy.
I got you. Oh, okay.
I miss my crust.
In the oven we go,
In the oven we go.
and then we'll be back. Middle oven or up on the upper is okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some water. Would you like some water?
Normally I would drink that.
It's gluten
but
free.
I think I'll pass. All right.
Teenagers.
I love it. Yeah, let me go see what this pizza's going to look like here. This is ready, huh?
It's ready.
Okay.
Oh yeah, look at that. Isn't that
boy.
gorgeous? Like it just makes you want to just
Look at-
eat it. Well, once it cools, you can pick it up, and
Okay.
you can wrap it once it's cool, you can wrap it in plastic wrap and put like some cardboard underneath it and shove it in your freezer.
Or you could do like individual pizzas that are going to fit in that baggie.
Yeah, you could. Okay, so you could like pipe out like little circles,
Yeah.
and then just like press the edges out and make
Yeah.
it flat, and you can do like bloop, 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 bloop,
Just
bloop.
for the baggie. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you
So-
can like do mini.
And you're going to be able to
served
lift
pieces.
this up and everything? Because
Yep.
this still has literally another 10 minutes of cooking after you put your ingredients on it. So it's even
Yeah.
going to get crispier.
Yes,
on
it'll
the
get nice and
second
crispy
run.
because you just want it basically to where it's like not sticking.
Wow.
But yeah, it's I mean it's hot, so it's just like anything else, like a biscuit
Yeah.
or something. When it's hot, it's more fragile. Like cookies, peanut
That's
butter
amazing.
cookies. You know how they fall apart, right?
I know
when
you really want to save this.
Oh. No, we gotta make a pizza out of it.
Just a little.
I think I need to grab one. No, you don't want to do that. No, don't do it.
But we got to try it, don't we?
Can't we try it like after we put toppings on it? Just imagine you'll have that nice thickness and you'll be able to dip it in the marinara. And
I
it will
guess.
and then you'll be like,
I guess we're going to put this in the fridge and then we're going to come back and actually make you a pizza out of it. But maybe we'll make some sausage or something. So
yeah, we're going to make
All
some
right.
sausage and we're going to make pizza cheese.
You win.
It's going
You
to be
win.
so good.
let's go on break and then we'll come back and
Okay.
get to it.
Okay.
Be right back.
Action.
There's our action, man. Somebody's got to say action.
Somebody's got to say action.
Action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it works.
I see our puppies over here too, looking for
Yeah.
pepperoni.
She's hoping that something's going to
Sandy
fall.
likes pepperoni.
like, oh, something accidentally fell.
Yeah, oops. How did that happen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chopped up pepperoni.
Yeah. Pepperoni.
So, here's what happened. We went on a little quick break here overnight
Overnight.
because the pizza came out of the oven. This is a gluten-free pizza
Yep.
and probably one of the best textures I've ever seen in a pizza. Look at
Yeah,
this
I
thing.
wouldn't let you cut it. Remember?
Yeah,
You wanted to cut it and pick at it.
Yeah, she
and I
wouldn't let
said-
me, so we had to go to a break. But look at the the little fork holes that you were talking about.
Yeah.
They're there.
They showed up into that soggy dough.
And look how it just really has the texture of not cardboard, like a
No, this isn't cardboard.
like a
This is
normal.
like it'd be good with.
So what do you want to do from here? Because we've got some sauces, we've got some toppings, and we've got some mystery items over here.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna top the pizza like you would normally, like what you normally put on pizza, and then we're gonna make a mozzarella cheese to go on top of it.
To go on top.
Go on top. Yep, and then we're
So
gonna
you're
bake
gonna
it.
sauce and then
Yep.
topping.
Yep. So we just got some regular chunky marinara here.
Yeah, you can use a pizza topping, and a lot of pizza toppings. It's really just marinara with a little added sugar because
Yep.
they usually get sweeter, and they'll add fennel seeds is probably one of the secret ingredients for pizza sauces.
Yes.
And your garlic and oregano and basil.
But if you're doing like true Italian type pizza, they just used crushed up tomatoes.
Yeah, or olive oil.
Yeah, just olive oil.
Didn't
Yeah,
even have a sauce. Yeah, so depends if you're southern or northern.
that's true.
In
That's
fact,
true.
the northern would actually have a white
Oh yeah, like an Alfredo type
sauce. Yeah, a white garlic sauce, garlic cream sauce.
Oh, I have that.
So,
I got a recipe for that.
Yeah. So,
Not here though.
but that looks good. It's
Maybe a little more.
I want to try this with a stuffed cheese one day.
That would be
That
good.
would really be a challenge and be fun to.
You have to use like a melted mozzarella type cheese. Ooh, I wonder if you stuffed it with that cream cheese.
I've got
that we
lots
made.
of Daya and lots of.
Oh yeah, you got all
Yeah.
the manufactured.
You could actually
type
get
cheeses.
the sliced cheese instead of shredded, and just
Yeah.
put little cute slices, so it's kind of easier to handle.
Oh, yeah.
Than shredded.
Yeah, that's true. We got some onions. What's pizza without onions? I love onions.
So you're not putting a cheese layer here.
Nope.
Like in the restaurants, you would put a cheese layer and then do the toppings, and then sprinkle a little cheese on top to actually hold it together.
Nope, we're not doing that.
So you don't need to do that.
Nope.
Another thing that the restaurants do is they will actually have lines in the sauce so that the cheese will stick to the bread. So you'd have actual lines like this. It would be actual lines. So the cheese sticks to the bread.
He just messed up my sauce.
I did. I'm going to put it
Did you
back.
see that?
I'll put it back. But if the cheese sticks to the bread, it keeps this from going on. Because you ever take a slice of pizza,
And it
and you take a
slides off.
bite, and everything comes with it because it doesn't have that cheese
Yeah.
holding it together in the bread. So we're only going to do that on half, though, right?
Yeah, because this is
Pepperoni.
we put
It's spicy.
gluten pepperoni on and gluten free.
Tell them that.
Oh, we're putting stuff on there. We're putting veggie meat
Yeah.
stuff. Veggie meat.
She's got her gluten-free over here.
That's right. That's right. So this is my half. This is for 5 other people.
Yeah. So that's how that works. Yeah. That's all right.
Absolutely.
We've got plenty of other food. Yeah, I would actually do 2 or 3 batches at a time on this, and I'm curious how this works in the freezer too.
It works good. You just want to make sure that you put like cardboard or something underneath it, because sometimes you shove things in the freezer and it gets bumped and you wouldn't want it to break. 'Cause
Oh, I got you.
That'd
I
be
got you.
traumatic. I mean,
For you,
breaking-
yeah, for me,
yes,
it's-
breaking your pizza crust. I mean, then you have to make another one, or you have to have 2 pizzas.
You missed a spot there,
Yeah.
and right there, and right there. Right there too. Oh, got to get on the edge. And one thing I've always done too is I've always been one to push the ingredients to the farthest outskirts, because usually it kind of settles inward. So the farther out you can get with the ingredients,
He's moving the ingredient. You see that?
it's a work of art.
He's moving it.
That's plenty. Oh, I think you're good. One more? You think you need one more? Okay.
At least. All right, I think that's it for the toppings.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, did you see that?
Ready? What am
Yep.
I doing?
Okay, so we're gonna put all these ingredients in there and blend it. So it has water, it has cashews, it has tapioca starch, yeast flakes, lemon juice, and salt.
Okay.
But when it comes to the garlic, you don't want a clove this big. You want to try to find like the tiniest clove you can.
Oh, okay. I saw 2 cloves there. I thought you were really going to go to town on this
Well,
one.
we could have. I mean, there are some places that do like a garlic cheese sauce, which is really good. But if you don't want it to be overwhelmingly garlic, then you only want to use part of the clove. Or
So it could be a garlic cream sauce if you
Yes.
cut back on that nutritional yeast flake.
Well, if you just increase
And
the
if you
garlic.
want right, and
Yeah.
cut back on the nutritional yeast flake. If you wanted a garlic cream sauce, garlic cheese sauce,
Yes.
you add more nutritional
Yes.
yeast flakes. So
You know,
yeah, you could end up
maybe
with
we should do garlic.
3 different recipes right here.
This is the time of flu, so we might as well just put the whole thing in there. Flu season.
Absolutely.
Just put the whole garlic in there. We'll deal with it.
You want to
Yeah.
blend on it?
Yeah, we just blend it till it's creamy. Now, what we're gonna do is
Till
we're
it's
gonna
creamy. Okay.
blend until it thickens in this blender because it's a Vitamix.
Okay.
But if you don't have a Vitamix, if you have like a normal, just regular blender, you want to blend it till it's smooth. Till after you turn it off, you test it with your in between your fingers, make sure that it's not gritty, and then you want to put it in a saucepan to thicken it.
Okay.
But since we have a
They
Vitamix,
kind of warm up a little bit.
then you just let it go till all of a sudden the motor.
Breaks.
Do-
Then you can send it back and get a new one.
no, you'll hear it kind of go, and then you'll know that it's thickened.
Mine actually goes higher. You know, it's like,
oh,
yeah, it's
that's
a screamer
exciting.
here. It's,
Okay,
all right.
it's a screamer. We gotta go on high for a long time.
You think that's done?
It's done.
Ooh, look how steaming hot it is.
Oh yeah.
It's really watery.
Yep, that's the way it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be watery?
Yep, because once you pour it on the pizza and it bakes, because mozzarella, like cheese, is like, you just want to kind of.
Have the honors. Stay away from this one.
This is like
Okay.
super duper hot.
Yeah, my guess is that you're just going to drizzle. So we'll have plenty extra.
Yes, and you can put it into a container. You can dip chips in it
When
later.
this fridge race, does it thicken up?
Yep.
Okay.
But of course we're throwing it in the oven.
How much you got there?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you.
I want to try it in the fridge after you. You got.
Cheese. You got to put some on the sides. Like it drizzled over.
You are quite the perfectionist on many things, aren't you?
No, not at all. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Save me some. I want to try this in the fridge. There we go. Perfect. I want to just. That's what I do. I experiment and I want to know what things do when you refrigerate. And I might even freeze part of that and see what happens with the molecular structure when it freezes.
Look at that steam. It's still steaming.
Okay. Now is when you put on some basil and oregano and make it look pretty.
Absolutely.
All right. So what are we going to do here?
We're going to just throw it in the oven, 425 for, 15 minutes.
Okay. Till it's done.
Till it's done.
Till it's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could eat it like that,
Let's
but
do it.
yeah. It's usually not that many. It doesn't seem like that many when you make it. Final scene. Pizza.
Do we have the pizza done?
Yeah.
It seems like we've been working on it for months. Started it yesterday.
That's just because you're hungry.
We started it yesterday.
It's just because he's hungry. Anything seems like months and weeks and hours when you're hungry. I know, look at that. Gluten-free pizza. I mean,
Well, wait. Where's the gluten part?
The
Gluten part.
yeah,
right
it's
there.
like
Okay.
right
Okay.
there.
So it's going to be here.
Approximately. I think I kind of made it a little less than half. Oh, the
Okay.
tomatoes made it all.
Should I
nice
let
and-
this set for a while?
I usually let my pizza cool down before I cut it,
Yeah, this should
especially
set.
with little kids.
This should really set. But we're here.
Yep.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. Whatever.
Okay. And let me grab a piece right here. Ah! Like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What do you think?
Looks like pizza.
You notice how I cut the one with the gluten pepperoni on it for you and put
I know.
it right in front of you?
I know. I can't even. I could eat the crust.
Yeah.
I could just eat the crust part.
Yeah. And look at
That's
that.
like my
that
favorite
crust
part.
is amazing though.
Oh yeah. It's
I
like.
haven't got a chance to taste it yet.
No, it's like really really. Follow suit, right? It's really hot still.
That is probably the best gluten-free pizza crust I have ever had. And I've tried a lot.
I thought you had said you didn't have any. You never had some.
It's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had the potato one and the cauliflower one.
Okay, but not like the cardboard disc
No,
kind.
no. But, you know, this is... Yeah, I've had the cardboard ones years ago. But
Yep.
that's why I never ate them. Because they were so horrible. But I think you're there. I think this is definitely a home run. Money back guarantee if you're not completely satisfied. Make sure you cut it all the way through instead of like me. Because I can
Where you
tell...
didn't cut it all the way through and then it kind of like falls apart.
Well, there's a crispness to the bottom. That's my mistake here.
Yeah.
It's like I thought I was cutting through, but I guess I'm not.
No, it's nice and crispy on the
Yeah,
bottom.
so that's what you're looking for. But. All right. Well, I guess it's time to go feed the team,
Yes.
our action team that keeps saying action every
Exactly.
time we start recording.
Exactly.
And,
Yeah.
so thank you for bringing this recipe. This is just fabulous. That's going to be their piece.
That's
You get this
I get
half,
that half.
and I get this. All right, we've got a decision made.
It works.
So thank you all for tuning in. Stick around. We've got more to come, helping you get healthy one bite at a time.